I'm Tasha.
I'm Trisha. I'm Taylor.
I'm Jade.
I'm Wesley.
I'm Taylor. And we're the audience.
Okay.
Vanilla and chocolate are the two most common flavors in cake. They can get really boring, so why would you want to keep eating that? I mean, really. Let's spice it up a little, people. So I'm going to show you how to make Shirley Temple cupcakes, which will taste just like the drink of Shirley Temples, and I'll walk you step by step through it. What you need is 3 mixing bowls about medium size. You need measuring spoons, teaspoons, cups, cupcake pans, and liners. And then once you have all that, you need to put all of the dry ingredients in a bowl, the wet ingredients in a bowl, and the butter and sugar in a separate bowl. You need 2 cups of flour, 1½ teaspoons or tablespoons, no, teaspoons of baking powder, ½ teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 bowl, and then you whisk that together and leave it in the bowl. And then you need 12 tablespoons of butter in a bowl, and then you need to add 2/3 cup of sugar to that, and then you mix that until it's fluffy. And your wet ingredients, you have 2 eggs, 2/3 cups of milk, and 1½ cups of grenadine in a bowl. Once you have the butter and the sugar mixed together, when it's all fluffy, you add the wet ingredients in there, and once that's all done, you fold in the dry ingredients, and you go like 1/3, then another third, and then another third. And you don't want to mix it too long because then it gets real liquidy and it doesn't come out moist as cake. And that's a tendency for most people, is you just keep mixing it because you don't think it's done. But you want it to look about that thick, so it's runny but not too runny. And then you fill the cupcake liners for about 2/3 of the way there. Kind of like the other ones. I know one's a little full, but to about right there. And then you'll put them in a 350-degree oven for about 20-25 minutes, depending on how hot your oven is by the time you put them in there when you preheat it. So you could stick a toothpick in there and then see if anything comes off, and if it doesn't, then you know they're done, because you don't want to burn them, because I've done that before and it doesn't come out very well. And then you make the glaze, which is what you put on top of the cupcake. Instead of frosting, it's a glaze. And you need ½ a cup of powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of grenadine, and a 4th teaspoon of lemon extract. And this is what it will come out to look like. It'll be glossy and smooth and a little runny, but not too runny. And once you're done with that, and you can put it on the cooled cupcake, it will look something like this. When you put it on there, take the cupcake and dip it in and roll it around like this, and then pull it back up and kind of run it around so it gets all over. And I would say put it on like a cooling rack and put paper towels under there, so in case some drips off, it doesn't get on your counters and it's less cleaning for you. And then once you have that done, you can decorate them with like maraschino cherries, which is the cherries you put in the Shirley Temples, and things like that. And then you can put sprinkles on there, or you can put chocolates on there. You can put basically anything except for meat, because that'd be really gross. Stuff like that. Anything that's sweet and tastes good. And you'll have really good cupcakes for a party. And it's not as boring as vanilla and chocolate, because to be honest, those just kind of get old and they're not that fun anymore since they've been around for so long. So I hope you enjoy this and you try these for something like a party or a get together. And these are even good for kids' parties because there's no alcohol. And that's good, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to make these. And that is it. I hope you enjoy.